Hi, this is David Allen Greer with Erin Diane Dumbacher for Forward Slash. As we were thinking about the Forward Slash column for this month, which is to say August, we were thinking about the idea of election, because the Computer Society, in its annual theme of renewal, is starting to elect a new slate of officers to lead the organization for one more year. That idea of renewal and choice came to our mind as we talked and thought about the column. But ultimately, it led back to the kind of things that we understand well. Data, how you look at it, how you get an idea from it, and how you use it to make a choice. It is election season at the Computer Society. If you go to our webpage, or if you look at the back pages of Computer Magazine, you'll find information about the candidates who seek leadership roles in our organization. The campaign will be short and, relatively speaking, polite. In October, we'll open the ballot boxes and learn what messages the members have sent us. If passed as prologue, the information will be somewhat ambiguous and appear to support the status quo. The data will suggest that people are not too dissatisfied with the society, or that perhaps their dissatisfactions aren't coming to the ballot box, and we will proceed ahead from there. Social media has been a great promoter of snap votes, the Facebook poll, the Twitter vote. I have at least one colleague who conducts such a straw vote every day and claims that she actually follows the results. Although it's wise to consider our neighbors before we take an action, should we always ask their opinion before we make any move at all?
In this decade, the opportunity to connect consumers to products, or potential products, has given life to sophisticated market research models. Some vendors call on new tools like Facebook and Twitter to conduct surveys. Others use the traditional sampling and telephone calls during dinner time. No matter the method, sometimes the intentions behind the questions these surveys ask are clear. Sometimes we know that the input will simply be shipped to a database and sold on the spam market. The search for the unsubscribe button continues. Other times, we willingly participate in an uninformed or thoughtless way to just, get it over with and get on with our day. But our systems, economic and political, are built on the notion that informed consumers and businesses make better decisions. As a professional researcher, I have seen the differences between insightful business or policy strategy and the opposite. It's usually the most educated executives who stop and ask for data, who acknowledge that the data is not perfect, and who make important judgments based on both the data and its context. Listening is good. Listening, considering, then deciding is better.
As I wrote this column, the exact moments I was typing out a response to Erin's comments, I was really trying very hard to ignore my context. I was sitting in the back row of a conference trying to respond to Erin's ideas using my cell phone. My neighbors were thinking that I was playing a game and ignoring the speaker, but no matter what they thought, at least they weren't bothering me. At this meeting, this one that I was attending while writing the column, talk after talk promoted the benefits of putting technical questions out on the internet for a crowd to answer. It was like conducting a snap poll on Twitter for what should be published in Computer Magazine or even in the Transaction. The presenters were claiming that we should learn to trust the crowds, to accept new ideas from the outsiders. However, they missed a rather key point. Technological questions aren't the same thing as marketing questions. So many of those speakers just did not seem to get that point. In particular, the last speaker of the day argued that an idea that was good for a business ecosystem was good for technology. That line got incredible applause from the audience, but I think it overlooked a rather key fact. When we sit down and try to answer technical questions, we need to limit our perspective. We need to exclude claims that aren't relevant to the solution. When we try to answer marketing questions, by contrast, we try to look broadly and making sure that there is nothing that we haven't overlooked. We don't make technical decisions based on calls to the crowd, either in the form of a Twitter poll or even of an election. Technological problems demand a discipline of technological processes. However, we've learned to acknowledge that the context of our technological work, that ecosystem of ideas, is shaped by votes or tweets, or merely some constant stream of ideas. This is David Alan Grier for / with Diane Erin Dumbacher. We make this podcast based on a column that we write every month for Computer Magazine. Computer Magazine is a publication of the Computer Society, and if you wish to learn more about either the publication or the society, you can go to computer.org. We would love to hear from you. My email is Grier, Grier, at gwu.edu. Erin's is erin.dumbacher at fulbrightmail.org. We need to tell you that our music comes from Freddie Mac, and that we look forward to talking with you next month. Until then, take care.